Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, the amazing Larry Holder. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. Yeah.
You embody, you know what, a wonderful virtue, perseverance. From, I'm always thinking of Winston Churchill. Never give up, never surrender, and that is you, Larry Holder. And congratulations on your marriage, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Congrats.
Oh, is that public now?
Isn't that,
Yeah.
is it?
What?
Never give up, never surrender.
I mean,
John,
I
did
feel
you
like Winston
suggest
Churchill
that
said
Larry's
very
marriage
similar
is an
thing.
embarrassment? I'm calling you out on this. It's
Well,
cool that Larry's married.
Yeah. I mean, look, never. It's certainly in the ballpark of Winston Churchill.
Sure.
All right, where are we going? So we got Quiet Death, again, and no Molby. So
Oh,
I know I was.
Oh, don't you text that boy? Tell him to get on.
I know. I'll send him a text message.
Oh my God.
Molby's script.
Yeah.
No, this is not Molby's script.
Oh, okay.
We'll get him script.
It looked
All
like a
right.
movie script. Yeah.
The We'll Get 'Em extravaganza.
go get him.
And,
Quiet Death issue 1, AT&T GS from Screenplay.
So yeah, I think it was like first 18 comic pages from the screenplay. He took a screenplay about first off, I just want to say
Was that the Rap Project?
that is the Rap
Yes.
Project. Yes.
Yeah.
So we took the Rap Project screenplay, which I said, here's the cool thing. One, it makes a cool movie, right? Because really what you need is a music act, right? It's hard to make a rap stuff without a music act. So if, look, it's like making a comedy, right? Like if you have a comedian, it's easy to make a comedy. If you don't have a comedian, it's really hard. It's real hard to make a rap story without a rapper.
Okay.
So,
Let me give you an
okay.
example. I
Right.
just actually was listening to a documentary on the making of The Bodyguard.
Okay.
Yeah, and originally they wanted Diana Ross
All right,
for
sure.
the role,
Yeah.
and she said that she refused to do it because one, it had a sex scene in it, and she didn't want to do that, and two, she didn't want to sing,
Yeah.
even though she's a singer in that. And they're like, no songs. Well, what's the point of hiring Diana Ross
Yeah.
and you don't get songs? So eventually it went into production hell.
Yeah.
And then about a decade and a half goes by
Yeah.
and it goes to Whitney Houston. So, and then it becomes a big hit.
There you go. All right. So here we go. Just in talking with them.
I'm going to read this nightmare so you guys don't have to.
Thank you. Yeah.
Comic page 1, nightmare sequence, dark, moody, high contrast.
Yeah.
Layout, tall vertical page, mostly dark tones with deep shadows and fiery oranges / reds for impact, 6 panels. Panel 1, wide establishing shot, top of page, black void. Tiny silhouetted footsteps visible on the floor of a long nondescript hallway fading into darkness. Subtle motion lines on the feet.
Tap.
Tap, tap, tap. Also, is it a black void or is it a hallway? Well, whatever. Okay. Panel 2,
Okay.
medium tracking shot. Jesus.
I think you were a shot in the comic.
Little boy, 6 years old, scared but determined, walking forward. His small face barely lit from the front. The footsteps belong to a little boy, no more than 6.
Wait.
Oh.
Wow.
Walking forward. Okay. I was like, I thought we were following him. How do we see his face?
Well, we are because it's a tracking shot and not a leading shot. But also, you can't have a moving shot in a fucking comic. So
that is also a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I was walking forward. So yeah.
Panel 3, close on boy's face profile. Warm orange glow starts hitting his face from ahead. His eyes widen slightly. Crackle, crackle. Panel 4, dramatic wide shot, money shot. Okay.
Wait,
the little boy
all over
stands at the
somebody?
edge of darkness.
Not that, John.
Oh, okay. Different kind of money shot.
We
It's a
got
different curve.
attention with boobs
Completely
and
different.
money.
It's a Bitcoin money.
I definitely saw the opportunity to comment, and I declined that opportunity.
Oh, come on.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for.
That is what you're here for. Thank you, John. A burning man engulfed in flames, standing perfectly still in the middle of the black void, staring directly back at the boy, intense fire lighting everything. Caption, standing there in the midst of endless darkness. Dun, dun, dun. Panel 5, tight close-up on little boy. His mouth moving.
I promise.
Panel 6, dynamic angled panel, bottom of page. That is very specific. And incredibly vague at the same time. Burning Man's flaming hand reaching forward, the little boy's small hand reaching up to grab it, flames already starting to leap toward the boy. Whoosh. No page break like a bloody champ.
Oh, well, look, he said it's page 2, it's page 2.
Okay.
I don't want Will to get
Okay.
discouraged.
So here's the
It's a
thing about
bad
comics.
format,
Always
that's all.
insert a page break at the end of the art direction for a comics page. It's table stakes. Comic page 2, wake up plus kitchen minus brighter grounded tone.
What?
That's what he wrote. That's what I read. If you want more, take it to the author. Layout, standard grid with one larger panel for the screen transition, 5 panels. Dude, a standard grid is 9 panels. But whatever. Panel 1, large panel.
Grid with like 1 panel larger for 5 panels.
It must be substantially larger, yeah. The flame, panel 1, large panel, top half a page. That is a large panel. Dramatic transition. What useful art direction. The flames violently engulf the little boy, his face screaming. The fire blends into reality as the scream echoes.
What?
Echoing caption. Those words echo into harrowing noise dun dun dun. Panel 2, medium shot. Enzo, 18, lean, exhausted, bolts upright in bed, drenched in sweat, eyes wide with terror, one hand clutching his chest. Gasp! Panel 3, inset close-up, Enzo's hand pulling at his shirt, revealing slightly reddened skin on his chest where he feels burning. Can someone else please do captions? My throat's gonna die.
Pool of sweat, panting.
Thank you, Preston. Panel 4, one wide shot of boredom, bedroom. Small cluttered bedroom. Posters of basketball/football players make up your mind, and wrappers on the walls. Prominent poster above the bed of a wrapper with a diamond chain, a gold liquid dripping, and a snake slithering through massive QD letters. Alarm clock blaring on the nightstand. Can we have a different volunteer for SFX?
Beep, beep, beep.
Amazing. Panel 5, medium shot, kitchen. Tiffany, mom, at the stove, cooking scrambled eggs and toast. Enzo enters from the left, circling the table and sitting down, staring at the food. That's one panel?
That's 1 panel. All right.
No one else coming to eat?
Hey, dude, you know comics use still frames, right?
All right, John.
He's new.
Comic
Hold on.
page 3,
Larry.
kitchen,
What?
minus emotional family moment.
Larry isn't.
And I am Enzo. Okay. No one else is coming to eat? Question mark.
Comic page 3,
I hope he
kitchen,
can rap.
minus emotional family moment. Layout, clean 5-panel grid with a warm, slightly worn domestic feel. Earthy tones, soft morning light. Panel 1, medium shot. Tiffany at the stove, turning slightly toward Enzo while cooking.
Max is helping John with his wheelchair.
Panel 2, over the shoulder from Tiffany to Enzo at the table. Enzo sitting, looking down at his plate with a frustrated expression. Wait, where was Enzo before?
I don't know.
He sat down on the previous page.
He was staring at the table. He
I
entered.
got
I know.
yeah.
He's actively sitting. It says right there.
I guess.
Okay,
guess.
okay. Yeah.
But he sits down on the previous whatever.
All right, he's got to get a new one already.
Panel 3, tight 2-shot. Tiffany looking tired but realistic.
If we had money, he would have.
Panel 4, warm medium shot. Heart of the page.
Heart of page?
Middle, I guess.
Middle?
Yeah.
Whatever. Enzo stands and gives Tiffany a tight hug and kiss on the cheek. She looks touched but doubtful.
One day soon, I'll get us out of here. Get John a gold-plated wheelchair.
Panel 5, dynamic angled panel bottom. Enzo heading toward the door. Tiffany calling after him. One hand still holding a spatula.
Yeah, that'll be the day. Hey, you leaving already? You haven't eaten yet.
It's all right. Not really that hungry anyways.
Comic page 4, living room minus father and son. Layout, 5-panel layout, slightly more grounded and cluttered. Like the layout is cluttered? Okay, whatever. Cooler lighting than the kitchen. Focus on the broken wheelchair. Panel 1, wide establishing shot. Living room. John, dad, sitting on the floor, tools around him, working on an old wheelchair wheel. Max, younger brother, kneeling next to him, but clearly distracted, staring at the TV in the background. Caption, interior living room continuous.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Panel 2, medium shot on John. John focused on the wheel, not looking up. We needed
That would
John.
be John.
John be John.
John be shot.
You should pay attention, Max. It's important when you're knocked down to get up as quick as possible.
Apparently John was not John.
Panel 3, close up on Max. Max half paying attention, eyes still flicking toward the TV. How are you going to draw that?
John.
Okay, whatever.
Go for it.
Stop saying that. But okay, Max, you got the line.
John B. Max.
But you were rear-ended.
Panel 4, 2-shot. John looking at Max now. John pausing his work, serious but caring expression.
That's besides the point. The longer I'm down, the harder it'll be for your mother. Our job is to take care of the family, correct?
Panel 5, close up on Max, then small inset of John's hands working. So it's actually 2 panels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Max nodding awkwardly.
Yeah.
Sooner I get this damn thing fixed, the sooner I can get back to work.
Comic page 5, living room tension builds.
Yes.
Layout, 6-panel grid, tighter panels to build family. Yes,
Yes.
that's the best way to build a living room.
Yeah.
Tensely.
That's the best way to build a tension.
By just saying so.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I like
Exactly.
that. You should add a caption. Tension builds.
How else will we know that tension is building if it doesn't tell us?
That's very true.
You guys.
I appreciate you, John.
You guys are an amateur's worst nightmare. Like someone on stage 32 was like, "Here, take a look at this screenplay," and there's a bunch of axe grinders. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is great."
Oh my
Slightly cooler morning light. Sorry, 6-panel grid, tighter panels to build family tension. Slightly cooler morning light, cluttered living room with tools scattered. Panel 1, medium 2-shot. Max had John on the floor. Max looking up at his dad while helping with the wheelchair wheel.
Do they even have wheelchair access at your job, Dad?
Panel 2, close up on John's face. John pausing, a flash of irritation. He doesn't like the negativity. Although it's a valid question and what he never thought of, he doesn't like his son's negativity. Panel 3, medium shot. Oh, someone else should have done it, whatever. Max
medium
finally
shot.
looking away from the TV, noticing his dad's cold stare. Someone please read the caption.
Max!
Finally breaks away from the TV, more or less due to his dad's silence. More or less. Finds him already giving him cold eyes.
Panel 4, tight on John. John's expression hardens.
Just hand me the screwdriver.
Panel 5, wider shot as Enzo enters. Enzo walking into the living room from the kitchen doorway, smiling slightly at Max.
What you doing, little man?
Panel 6, medium shot on Max. Max looking up at his big brother.
Helping.
Comic page 6, confrontation and father-son exchange. Layout, 6-page layout with one larger emotional panel, increasing tension with stronger shadows on faces. That's actionable art direction. Congratulations. Panel 1, casual 2-shot with minus Enzo and Max. Enzo standing over Max, playful.
Helping, huh?
Panel 2, dramatic low-angle shot. John's stern glare hitting Enzo hard, stopping him cold. Heavy shadows on John's face.
John, very no-nonsense type. His glare towards Enzo stops him in his tracks.
Yep, that's what the caption says. Panel 3, medium shot on Enzo. Enzo freezing, respectful but still trying.
Pops.
Panel 4, tight 3-shot, center of page. John looking up at Enzo. Who else is in the 3-shot, buddy?
Did you eat?
Not really hungry. I was just telling Ma, when I make it, I'll get you a better wheelchair, one with the good ones, instead of riding around in this bum ass shit. There we go.
Panel 5, split panel bottom. The hell does that mean? 2 small boxes. Left, John's serious face.
You may be grown, but you ain't that damn grown. Max, go have breakfast with your mother.
Right, Max obediently getting up and heading out.
Not the time for arguing. He does what he's told.
Panel 6, bottom wide panel, calmer but firm.
Okay.
John and Enzo, just go with it, Diane. John and Enzo alone now. John's still
It's
on
a
the floor.
bottom white panel.
I'm going to have a very specific question to ask you, Diane, when we get to the comments. And it's a question everyone doing comics needs to ask themselves.
Okay.
Should I read the line?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Sorry.
please.
You're a senior now, right?
Yeah.
What's that make you? 19?
About to be.
Comic page
Somebody
7,
got held back.
argument ignites.
Yeah.
Layout, 4-panel layout, focused on emotional intensity in the living room, tight shots and strong angles. Panel 1, medium low angle on Jod looking up from the floor, authoritative and proud despite his
shit.
situation.
I may be a cripple, but I'm still the man of this house. You hear me?
Panel 2, close up on Enzo, caught off guard. Enzo reacting defensively.
It's not.
Panel 3, stronger low angle on John, commanding. John leaning forward, intense glare.
But you're a man now, too, right? It's time to do what men do. You're going to go out there and get your ass a job and start helping out around here. None of this rapid fantasy nonsense. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Panel 4, medium shot, 2-shot tension. Enzo gesturing passionately.
But I'm good at it. It's something I really want to do.
Comic page 8, argument peaks. Layout, 5-panel layout, building heat with closer, more confrontational framing. Panel 1, tight close-up on John. John's face, stern and disapproving.
You ain't about that. We didn't raise no wannabe gangbanger. What you know about selling drugs anyway. I added the end.
Panel 2,
Okay.
medium shot on Enzo, frustrated. Enzo pushing back, arms slightly spread.
So I need to sell drugs in order to rap about it?
Yes, you do, Larry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll learn.
That
Absolutely.
sounds
Three.
racist.
Dynamic angled panel. John reacting angrily. John starting to shift as if to move toward Enzo.
Boy, don't make me come across this room without my
Panel
wheelchair.
4. Softer close up on John relenting. John's expression softening into weary reflection.
Relents. I get it. We all have dreams. You don't think me and your mother had our own goals, our own dreams? But Enzo, we just can't afford to dream right now.
Panel 5. Wide transitional panel. Enzo standing silently, absorbing the words, looking conflicted as he turns toward the door.
Oh my god.
Comic page
Wait.
9. What?
Well, he's standing and turning at the same time. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the art direction says.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to have a very specific question to ask Diane later on that will clarify
You
many
keep
things.
trying to bring that up. You keep trying to bring that up.
Mostly to
David.
remind myself. Comic page 9. Street transition. Friends and flow. Okay. Layout. 5-panel layout. Brighter daylight exterior. Energetic vibe shift. Wider panels for the street scene. Panel 1. Wide establishing exterior shot. Exterior street day. Enzo walking down a gritty urban street, lighting up and smoking weed, still visibly frustrated from the argument. Someone read the caption, please.
Exterior street day.
Panel 2, medium group shot. Mason and Roy catching up to Enzo. Roy mumbling rhymes under his breath. Yeah, good luck lettering that. Mason casually rolling a joint while they walk. Enzo venting to them.
Enzo! Heads to school, Will, weed, followed by Mason and Roy, his best friends and rap group.
I wonder if there'd be a way to show that instead of telling us that.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
That would be really hard. Yeah, that's a good point. Just tell us.
Oh,
Panel 3, close up on Roy in his zone. Roy focused, flowing his lyrics.
Who wants to get clipped? Yeah.
Okay,
Month,
let's
guys.
do this.
All right, go, Diane. Here we go.
Okay, shut up.
We'll give you a beat.
Used to be no bread up in the kitchen. Nigga grew up and now shouting, looking different than me.
There you go.
Panel 4, slightly wider on Roy continuing. Roy gesturing lightly as he raps.
Different color whips and I'm sipping
Mr. Word.
again.
His line starts with the word more, Diane.
Okay. Okay.
Well, she read it. We're moving.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
Panel
I know.
5.
I
You don't
assume
need to say more.
I don't have to say more,
You don't have
right?
to say more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just being a butt.
Panel
Yeah.
5. Final panel. Oh my God, we're nearly done, guys. Group walking away. The three friends continuing down the street together. Roy still spinning bars. Energetic motion lines.
My Rory is a butt, cause the shit could change.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
And yet, I still feel like it's improved.
Yeah.
Comic page 10. Street venting and flyer. Layout. 5-panel layout. Bright daylight street scene. Casual walking shots with urban background. Sidewalks, passing cars, graffiti walls. Panel 1, medium group shot, walking. Enzo in the center, venting with frustrated hand gestures while smoking. Mason and Roy beside him.
It's like ever since the accident, he's been a real asshole for no reason. Like,
Oh my God, that's the line. Panel 2, close on Mason. Mason pulling out a flyer from his pocket, excited.
Yo, I've been meaning to show you something.
Panel 3, action shot. Handing over.
A flyer?
Mason hands the flyer to Enzo. Close view of the flyer. $30 an hour. Mad cheap. Studio recording time. Wait, does the flyer only say $30 an hour, mad cheap?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It does. I mean, for that matter, I gotta say, $30 an hour is mad cheap. But as an ad, I don't know that the ad needs to say mad cheap. I think,
Well, the ad does say mad cheap. It is what it is.
I think you're devaluing your brand by putting mad cheap in.
I think that's not your problem, Preston.
This is
and
not a
that's why I'm
marketing
in the recording
seminar. This is
studio
not a
in
marketing
this
seminar.
fictional
They
universe.
didn't say that they would press record.
Hands on Enzo flyer, $30 an hour, mad cheap.
Panel 4, tight on Enzo's reaction. Enzo looking at the flyer, eyes widening, then frustrated. Good luck trying that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fuck. You know how a broke nigger gotta be to not even have $30?
Panel 5,
I
side
can't
shot of
answer.
Panel 5, side shot of Roy walking. Roy still in his zone, mumbling more bars.
Even when I'm seated, I'm asking where the women is. Sitting on the gold toilet. I'm doing different shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 pages.
Yeah.
All right, we're
It
comic
doesn't-
page 11.
Dude, it doesn't even rhyme.
No, we have read 10 pages. We are done.
Weird guys.
It's the
And-
second
and
time
that
we have
was
read
like-
these pages.
like
My
last
voice
week-
box hurts.
Last week, Moby was on, and it was the screenplay version of that script. And I'm like, all right, rap, what do you think, Moby? I'm like, got to rhyme. His rap has got to rhyme.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, so we've taken a screenplay, we've converted it to a comic script. This is your first time out, so
First draft.
congratulations. You're entering a new arena.
Yeah.
It's helping you to focus on your story, kind of get things down. In the opening 10 pages, we got, and I'm familiar with this story, so I know like Enzo is going to end up battling for his soul.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
the devil?
From the devil, yeah, from the literal devil, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna explore Enzo's morality, and in our opening scene, we have the dad, who's kind of making basically a moral complaint
Okay.
to Enzo. Like you're a man now. You should get a job and help out around here. Your ailing dad and your mom. Where for your parents who loved you and birthed you and put you here. Like go out, get to work, get a job. And he's like, yo, my rap career and stuff. And this is showing us that Enzo is on a bad path, a
Okay.
very narcissistic path. And I think you delivered it well. What do you think, Dan?
You have to say something nice, Diane.
Yeah.
Gotta be nice.
All right, Diane,
Good first.
Larry
Good
Holder.
first.
Larry Holder, you're a big rap aficionado. What do you think?
All right. Well, the thing is, man. No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little bit deeper,
Yeah.
Larry.
No.
Well,
And then you have to act like maple syrup is an insult.
I mean, okay. The visuals are fairly well thought out,
Yeah.
so I'll give him that. So he's thinking about visuals, which is good. So yeah, but yeah, we'll save the rest for critiques, I guess.
All right, Robert.
I know that there's a story there, and I think that it has potential as a story. I can even see it through incredibly poor structure. I'll save the rest for constructive.
Dan.
The best thing you could say is incredibly poor structure. Wow. I guess it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
Um, Yeah, there is enough to say the spelling is good, even though the spelling actually is good. Yeah, no, I actually agree that there is a strong consideration for what it takes to make a page of a comic book that is visible throughout this sample.
John Lamont.
It's hard to respond, isn't it, John?
I thought it was a very for a first time screenplay to comic adaptation, It was easy to follow the paneling, pages. Art direction was mostly drawable, I think. At least I could see a panel in my head that could work in a comic. Whether or not that was the panel that the writer wanted to put into my head remains to be seen. But I think as an artist, I think there was enough there in those panels that they could have something to work with.
How could it be made better, John?
I would say start with the formatting, because I think the issues in the formatting are very distracting, and it'll be difficult to provide character and story feedback when the visuals are so confusing and all over the place. Multiple actions and panels, character, like mostly I would say, at least for this start, is just practice and focus on getting your scripting and your paneling down so that all of that flows. And I think that will free up people to actually give you the real feedback that you need, which is going to be story and structure, because I think that's going to be tricky as it's currently written.
All right, on the walls, on the posters in his walls, right? To me, that's like the only flash we're getting of his character, as opposed to heading into the big discussion with his dad. Do you think those posters should be more lascivious with like more boobs on display, John?
That's a loaded question.
Well, that depends on the rating that you want to go for.
Okay.
If he's doing a teen to adult, then having giant titties, naked titties on there is probably not a way to go.
Mm-hmm.
You could do like bikini girls.
Yeah. You could do bikini girls. Yeah.
That you could probably get away with.
What if he's only interested in football/basketball players? Okay, like what if he's like really gay and likes some butch?
Hey, that could be part of the story. We don't know. So.
Actually, I mean, Preston is raises an interesting point, because he is not 12; he is 19. So I would think that his tastes in wall poster should mature a bit. That is, of course, provided that his parents allow that.
Yeah, that is always a question. Yeah,
my bedroom as a teenager had cars on the posters because I wasn't allowed to have pretty much anything. I had movie posters of PG-13 movies and cars.
Okay.
But again, that was
there weren't any chicks on the cars.
Nope. My parents would not allow that.
All right, fair enough.
That explains so much.
All right, Danny.
Oh yes, I'm repressed.
Danny.
Yes.
Okay.
You're taking care of it now.
I'm making up for lost time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah. Why not? Right?
Okay. Well, I want to talk about the storytelling, but actually what I'm going to do is ask Diane a question.
Oh God.
All right, Diane, imagine you're an illustrator.
Oh gosh.
And you get this script in your email. Now, your standard rate is $100 American per page just for line art. And there is a gun to your head, and you must respond to this email with an offer.
Good Lord.
What would you charge this writer to draw this script as it is right now?
Who's holding the gun? Okay.
God is holding the gun. to
Okay.
your-
Yeah.
I
You
would
must
not do
respond
it
to
for
this man.
100. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me a
man.
floor.
Floor.
I wouldn't do it for 100. But I was just like looking
No,
at this.
no, give
like,
me a number, Diane.
no, like, no, I wouldn't
You
do that.
must
For
respond
100.
positively. You must give a number. What is the minimum you would take if your standard rate were 100 to draw this based on the script as written?
150, 200.
150.
350, like whatever you want.
Well, you're asking her to untangle the spaghetti, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
God.
That's
that's
basically
what I'm
yeah.
asking.
You
Job.
take the script and you give, like pencils. That's your job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What multiple of your regular rate would you charge if you had no choice but to take this job?
Double.
Just add revisions. That's the justification
Yeah.
for the
Do
extra.
I just do line art?
Well,
Yeah.
line art and revisions. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of revisions.
Yeah, including all revisions
Yeah.
for all of the notes that are not mentioned in the script.
Maybe 800. Maybe
800.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
This
So
is
that's my
crazy.
point.
All
This
right.
is crazy.
All right.
So,
There
like,
are too many
I'm like,
things.
as it
Make the
is,
point,
like,
Danny.
as
So
it's
we're doing.
written, like, oh, no.
Make the point, Danny. So
So-
he's getting some positive out
So
of the
yeah.
negative.
Diane said like about 800, and that's actually about in the ballpark I figured. And the reason for that is because so much of the art direction is utterly vague
Yeah.
that it's hard to tell what to draw and how to draw it.
Mm.
Never mind, the font choice, the other formatting issues that are they're fairly fixable. So a lot of unpacking has to happen before you even get started. Before you're trying to figure out which panels are big, which panels are small, what angles do you want? Is it one panel or is it two panels with an inset panel? What is a split panel? What's a dramatic angle as far as this particular author is
You're
concerned?
talking about like a Dutch.
None of that is explained explicitly.
But the thing is also
Nuts
like
angles. Yeah.
you're also trying to make movement into a still image.
Yeah.
And I'm just going like, you can't do that in one panel. I can do it in two, but I can't
Well,
do it in
yeah.
one.
And many other things that John also mentioned. But so much of this is playing this weird guessing game, and literally all of us here, aside from Larry Holder, are able to win this game because we read your screenplay and kind of know what's supposed to be happening already. If we had not, and I don't think Diane was here for that screenplay, I don't
I
remember.
was not.
She was giggling the whole time because nothing made sense to her.
I was
And
just
you're
kind of
gonna
like,
make like your poor employees have to play a game of like mind reading when you have a perfectly good page. You can write down exactly what you want. So actually, please write down exactly what you want in your art direction, all of it. Because if it's not written down, it won't get drawn. And the art direction here is just too vague. No one will work with you for this, and anyone who will is A, shortchanging themselves, and B, won't give you what you want.
yeah. And also, the other thing is just like, oh, you're asking for revisions. I'm like, well, definitely what the first thing I draw, you definitely not gonna like it. It's like, well, that's not what I envisioned. Well, that's what it's written right there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's my constructive is this is a script. No one's reading your script. They're reading the final comic, and someone needs to turn this into a comic. And you are currently trying to torture that person instead of work with them with the way this is written. Okay, I'm done. That's it. That was my comment.
Robert.
Okay. The transitioning from a screenplay, highly visual, and all of that into and active into a still format is difficult to do. So you're up against a wall to start. It's a hard thing to do. And you left all the visual stuff in there that relates to action and didn't make that transition well. So there's work that needs to be done. As I said before, there's a story in there, and I think it could work. It needs a lot of work to get the story filled out the way it needs to be. And when I say work, it's because you're going to rewrite this thing. If let's say you get a chance to produce it, you will have rewritten it, I'll predict 25 times before somebody else gets their hands on it and starts rewriting it so they can actually shoot it. And as far as drawing goes, Danny made the point with along with Diane for where those things go. There's too many things in there that imply stuff that can't really be seen, what people are thinking and stuff like that. And you don't want to fill it up with a billion, thought bubbles and captions and crap like that. The images are there. I think storyboard would help you make that transition without, you need to make the full transition into a comic book format. I've done it. It's difficult. I found it difficult. I'm still very new at it. And even when I write something, I see where it's probably going to fall short. And we'll have a chance to take a look at that sometime tonight. But, I don't want you to get discouraged, but it was very hard to read. Don't single space. Put this, the page breaks in there so we can tell where the panels or where the page begins and ends. All those kinds of things are just, those are easy fixes. You could do those in 10 minutes and get that part of it done. But then there's some formats that that are absent that will help the people you necessarily have to communicate with to actually produce a book. And I'm in the middle of it right now. I've found it very difficult. And the more you can give them that they need to work with, the easier it's going to be for you to get a successful result. So I'm trying to be as positive and encouraging as I can, but right now you have a structural mess on paper and nobody can work with it. Danny made the point very well. Diane made the point very well. And I'm echoing exactly that. That's it for me.
Yeah. All this is fixable. And
yes.
It's completely fixable. I will say that after Preston gave me the concept of it's a Faustian bargain.
Yeah.
Basically, I just went, okay, I actually do want to hear
right,
that
like
story.
it's a pretty good conflict.
It's a great conflict, but the thing is
and a great chance to use rap to do that. I mean, so you could turn this into a rap opera for Christ's sake.
Well, and that's kind of what it is. Or that's what it would like to be. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It would like to be that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say one other thing, and I don't mean to slam Stage 32. It has some good things about it.
Yeah.
But they never tell you anything negative, ever. And that sets you up for what you heard tonight. Okay? We're honest.
For the record, Robert came to us from Stage 32, I think.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to add a bit of clarity to your comment. So,
I know Stage 32 well, and I've benefited from some of their workshops. Okay. More detail than that I don't want to get into because I don't want to slam it. It has usefulness for a lot of people, but I'm not big on social media, so I would end up just being negative with no residual benefit. So,
Larry.
Yeah. So hopefully I don't robot out too bad during this, but anyway. So not to get into formatting or anything, that's all fixable. Everybody's talked about that. Your biggest thing is learning how to break down motion into a still. And that's like the hardest thing to grasp when writing a comic book. You have to think about it. The easiest way to think about it in movie format is to work on a storyboard format. So break everything down into a storyboard, have your major motions in place, and then it'll all make more sense that way, I guess, when you lay it out on panels and stuff like that. Let me think if there's anything else I wanted to bring up. And really learn about the terminology, because the way you have captions written are not captions in a comic book. Captions in a comic book are like locations, basically. So yeah, it's going to be really confusing to an artist or a letterer if you got stuff like that in there. So
I mean, if I was lettering, I would literally letter this as written, and
exactly,
totally unreadable.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah,
well, you're a letterer. You have to write what's written.
That wasn't in the script.
That's the script. Take that script and put it on the page.
Yeah.
Don't change my
lettering previews I can show.
Yeah.
And I have to go edit those.
Yeah. which is extra money on the lettering side, which can all add up in the long run. I think maybe tightening the story a bit at the beginning would help a little bit too. But Preston's right, like your main character doesn't have a lot of like personality in the first couple pages. So it's more about him and his family interacting, but we don't really know him. And you should really establish him as a character first and then move on from there. So
I mean,
yeah.
The big thing is his dad, his pops, who was there.
It's disabled, yeah.
Yeah, he's recently fallen on hard times.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, look, Enzo is able-bodied. He could go out. He could take the menial job, earn the menial pay to support his family and do the honorable thing, but he doesn't.
So maybe the best thing to do would be to set the morning scene up into one room where all the characters are in the same room.
What if Dad called him a punk ass bitch? But that
yeah,
there you go.
I mean, if he argued with Enzo, just like, you are a punk ass bitch.
There you go.
You could do all this stuff.
Did anyone even say that they don't like him rapping?
Other than the dad said it was a waste of time, but I mean,
it's certainly an implication.
So in 10 pages, we had a single line of dialogue indicating our character cares about rap.
Exactly, yeah. So I almost think, like, as cool as the opening visual is, maybe save that for like the next day or something like that. Like, it's cool to open up on a big, crazy visual or whatever, but at the same time, like, it's not really serving the story as it is. So. Yeah.
I mean, in terms of comic books, all right, the Burning Man is a cool visual, right? Like that's a great visual.
It's great visual, yeah.
Yeah, great visual. You put it in like panel 6 of 6 pages on a panel. I'm like, no, if you're gonna give me a Burning Man, I want that on a splash
page. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So plan out the real estate. This will help you when you come to time to make a movie. Plan out the real estate of where the cool shots are, and give me some cool shots.
Yeah.
The first few minutes are about establishing Enzo. He comes from a family that is on hard times, and he's being a bit selfish about it.
Yeah.
He's kind of shirking his responsibility as a man coming of age. I do want it to be stronger here in the opening 2 pages. I feel like it's not there enough, I feel like, quite frankly, I feel like if Enzo's posters were more across the line, if we had like some exposed nipples on the posters, or
like they were all rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dad,
most basic thing. Why are there football players?
Right. Yeah. And get rid of the football, basketball players for the most part. It's not about Michael Jordan or James LeBron. It's about DMX and all those folks.
Yeah.
Or what about a rapper slapping a titties?
Yeah.
And there's John.
Yeah. There you go.
Mean, like, you can cross all those lines because.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, like, DMX is, the rap guy who talked about Satan. He had like multiple songs about like Faustian bargains and tempted by the devil and shit. So if like, rap songs like Damien really inspired you in the script, this would be an opportunity for you to pay homage by putting that poster on the wall of Enzo. Like, he likes DMX. He likes.
You might have some licensing issues if you start using.
Sure, but yeah.
I'm sure
come on. I feel like you can use a poster. Anyway.
That are like MDX.
And his song Demian. All right, fine. All right.
Yeah, just go more underground with it. That's the coolest way to do it. He's working his way up from the underground.
Homage.
Yeah.
You can do an homage.
An homage.
Generic rapper doing something like. I mean, like, look at my Million Years BC cover. It's.
Yeah.
It's definitely an homage, but it's definitely not the cover. It's definitely not. It's a busty blonde in a fur bikini with a dinosaur. Like, it's people know exactly what it is without it being the thing, and I think you can do the same thing here.
I mean, my main
It might also make a really cool cover for the comic issue 1.
My main Moon Baby like cover was an homage to Forbidden Planet. So I mean, like, there you go.
Did okay?
Yeah, you could do a.
I know. I can't think of anything.
Like Enzo as
Yeah,
that
that's all I
character.
He's
hear.
been using
Brand
X.
X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Brand X.
Robert Franklin Godwin III. Tell us about Brand X.
Brand X. This is a rewrite of what the Good Lawman was.
I love it.
And following the basic story, but with a different emphasis of what's going on, and ideally with a good deal more action, especially in the beginning, and so it's more action oriented, and a little, I think, livelier dialogue.
All right.
All right. I look forward to it. Let's make this turkey.
Look at that.
Who wants to do that?
Page 1. What?
Who wants to do that?
Page 1. Super and Old West. Punishment
Is
for
somebody
trying...
clipping their fingernails or toenails?
I'm clicking a pen. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm like...
Punishment for crime.
I'll stop.
Was often a swift ride to justice. This story is about a slow ride to heartbreak.
Oh,
Nice. I like it.
I like
I
that.
like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Panel 1. I feel like this is actually panel 2. I trust West Road in Old West, Texas. The RNS payroll stage with the 4-horse team barrel along the rugged trail. The driver whips the horses and the shotgun messenger bouncing furiously on the box.
Snap.
Yeah.
Good job.
They're gaining
gaining
on
on us.
Whip them ponies. Whip them good.
Get them up. Go, get them up.
Whip 'em God. Yeah.
Rawhide.
Yeah.
2 guards inside the coach, their hats and eyes just above the window edge, only show their rifles striking out the window, firing.
Why is that not part of the art direction of panel 1?
I don't know.
Robert's still learning how to do this.
Yeah.
Blam, blam.
Panel 2, POV, overhead aerial view. Kicking up dust and dirt from the horse hooves, the masked riders ride furiously surrounding the coach. Panel 3, POV rider height from the waist up. Wyatt whirls a chain bull over his head.
Yeehaw.
Panel 4, POV ground level. The bowler wraps around the spokes on the rear wheel. The wheel splinters apart.
Crack.
Panel 5, POV overhead aerial view. Guns pointed at the coach. The coach leans to the side on the broken wheel. Honey Beaver.
Honey Beaver.
That's awesome.
That's right up there with Pussy Galore.
Yeah.
I think Honor Blackman right there. I'm imagining
Yeah.
a 22-year-old Honor Blackman is Honey Beaver with a British accent and lesbian overtones. Points her gun at the driver.
Go Wyatt.
Hmm?
Wyatt.
John Lamont.
Oh, best you
Hold
throw
up,
down
hold
your.
up, John.
Laughing.
Laughing.
Yeah.
Best you throw down your guns. Better than dying out here for a buzzard bait.
Nobody needs to get shot up. Just hand down the strong box and we'll be on our way.
Page 2, panel 1. The driver reaches behind the strong box, starts to remove the tie down. Shotgun turns to help him, then suddenly pulls out a pistol. Panel 2, The gunshot rifles and missiles into the frame from every angle. Every gun fires. Bright muzzle flashes. Bullets fly. SFX. Blam.
Blam, pow.
Ow, ba-ding,
Boom.
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 Kerkow. Badam.
Ba-damn. Ba-damn.
Badam. Panel 3.
Right.
Horses. Honey's horse rears from a bullet in the eye and collapses.
Yikes.
Yeah, you know what I told somebody?
What?
Yesterday I was talking with like a writer who's like maybe went off some of the scripts. And I'm like, dude, it's a world of content. It's not even about writing anymore.
Oh my god.
Don't.
Oh my god.
Justin, we're here to not be in the content mines.
I know.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey, page 3, panel 1. Honey runs to the stagecoach, clips to the roof, and grabs the strong box from the wounded driver.
Climbs to the roof.
Climbs to the roof and grabs the strong box from the driver. Panel 2. Honey unhitches the team from the stage, jumps on the lead horse and back and cracks the whip.
Snap. Giddy up, ponies, run.
Panel 3. Bob facing the team of horses running at a full gallop. Honey rides atop the team. SFX.
Snap.
Her ample breath. I love it. With every bump in the trail.
Wait.
Sorry, how
Is
many
this
verbs
panel?
are in this panel's art description?
Panel 3, Honey rides atop the team. Panel 4, maybe an inset just on the boob so we can see the jiggle.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
It was
just a heave. I need to see
Just little
It's the heave.
the
Yeah.
bump in the trail. I need to see the
Yeah.
bump on the boob.
There you go.
Yeah. He cracks the
Jiggle effects. Yeah.
and holds the strong box with the other. Maybe. Okay. I think we need another panel or two here, honestly. The horse's nostrils flare, fear in their eyes.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
That's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
That's a lot.
Page 4, panel 1. Honey races through a rocky canyon. Panel 2. Now that I mention it, Danny, I've never seen just a series of panels that's just boobs as they're going through their like physics of a rocky trip.
I have.
Okay.
It's called.
Yeah, it exists, but also like what a waste of page real estate.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It's not
No,
waste.
If
No,
you
I've
had
seen
a
it
professional
before.
editor, they would yell at you.
No, I've seen it before in like the basically kind of like the fan service stuff.
Yeah.
So the boobs are actually
that counts as fan service.
yeah,
Okay.
because the boobs are like being jiggled. So
Yes.
the boobs are just kind of like one's up and one's down.
Okay.
So you can tell that they're like jiggly.
Yeah, jiggly. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's a very efficient way to do it. We maybe need one panel where boobs are going in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Page 4, panel 1. Honey races through a rockin' canyon. Panel 2. The team gallops along the trail out of a sheer cliff. Rocks fall from where the hooves are too close to the edge. Panel 3. She reaches a meadow, throws the long strong box, and leaps off the team. Panel 4.
Hey, Robert, how many verbs in that panel description were too many?
Yeah. Panel 4. The team runs off, disappearing over the rise in the trail. Panel 5. Honey struggles, carrying a strong box. Why did they give it to the woman? Anyway, through the high grass to a pond with a waterfall. Panel 6. Honey, exhausted, lies down, hidden behind the cattails.
No gun, no knife, no food. The posse will follow the stage team. I'll be safe for a while. Head out for more food at dawn, and now sleep.
I love it.
Hmm.
Page 5, panel 1. POV ground level. Honey in profile, eyes open wide. 3 gun barrels in the frame from left side, top, and right side.
Don't try nothing funny, miss. Oh, sorry. I'm also shotgun. Yeah, she's one of the gang, all right.
I'm Sheriff Giles Kingston, and you, ma'am, are under arrest.
Panel 2, SFX clip,
Click.
close up, click. Close up, Sheriff Kingston puts handcuffs on Honey. Panel 3, close up Honey with a sarcastic grin.
What nice bracelets. Are we dressing up for a dance at the social hall?
All right, wait. I want to say just, I mean, don't we want boobs here?
Sure.
Where
I mean, you could have them.
Sheriff, yeah, we absolutely. Sheriff Kingston's putting his hands on her. He's cuffing her. Like,
Well, you could absolutely put like the cuffs.
You
Like,
gotta have the boobs. Yeah.
yeah, yes, you could put bondage elements in this spicy shot, or you could not. I don't know. As a producer, I'm thinking maybe you should. But ooh, here at panel 3, Sheriff holding the key points it at Honey. Honey recoils, showing fear.
You're going to trial. The only dance you're likely to do is the end of the rope. End of a rope. Yeah.
Page 6. Panel 1. Inside the Pecos jailhouse, Honey struggles with the Sheriff Kingston taking her to the cell.
I don't know nothing about a stagecoach. My horse threw me and ran off.
We got witnesses saying otherwise.
I'm telling you, it ain't me.
Page 2. The 3 remaining gang members, Wyatt, the leader, and Honey's lover, Virgil, and Boone, lurk in the shadows across the street from the jailhouse.
Oh, shit.
Why? You think they got her and the gold?
Keep your voice down, boy. And don't be calling any of us by name.
We need to get her out of the... We need to get her... Wait, sorry. We need to get her broken out of there. I'm sure I've seen her take the strong box.
If and she did, she hit it good in those bosoms.
Oh, you're continued, John.
3. The 3 huddle close in the shadows, out of sight.
Well, they're gonna need to transport her to Odessa, and where they put people on trial. That's where they put people on trial and convict them, because they don't convict no one nowhere else, anywhere. Only in Odessa.
Only in Odessa. That's where they hang
Odessa.
people too. Yeah.
They can't hang her. We'll never find the gold.
Well, okay, but page 4, close up Wyatt.
They'll never
Yeah.
get her to Odessa. They're going to grab her on the trail. We're going to grab her on the trail. We'll get that strong box.
Extreme close up Wyatt.
Extreme.
And Honey ain't going to hang.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the
Is that extreme close up just like his eyeballs?
There we go.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like Charles Bronson in Once Upon a Time in the West.
There you go.
Yes,
And
there
him
you
and
go.
Henry responded. It's the eyes. I just want to see the eyes.
Yeah, I just
The
watched
close-up
that the other
eyes.
day.
I keep forgetting Charles Bronson was in exactly one good movie.
I mean, that was
Rider in the Rain was this good movie.
I mean, for that matter, Charles Bronson was also in what's that big movie you love with him and Mufune?
Oh, Red Sun.
Red Sun.
I love Red Sun.
Yeah.
He did a couple good movies.
Hey, at least
You don't like the Dirty Dozen?
I also
Dirty
love
Dozen.
like
3 good movies.
Magnificent Seven.
The-
4 good movies.
The Great Escape.
5 good movies. These
He escaped.
Death
You've done a
Wish.
lot of good movies.
6
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
Death Wish is what I was thinking of as not being a good movie. But okay.
I think Death Wish 2 is better, but
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Page 7, panel 1. Inside the jailhouse, deep shadows, golden rays of light shine through the small window up high in the background. Honey grasps the bars of the cell.
Sheriff, you got no proof that I had anything to do with any crime. You gotta listen to me.
Panel 2, close up. Honey with a tear beginning to fall from her eye.
Oh, Sheriff, please. Ain't there anything I can do to convince you I'm a good girl? I'll do anything.
Panel
I'll
3.
do anything.
Panel 3. Sheriff Kingston leans out the doorway to his office, signals to Tommy Jones, one of the young messenger boys gathered at the hitching post.
You mean me, Sheriff?
You know where Deputy Beaver's cabin is?
You mean the half-breed?
Ride and tell him I got a job for him, and it's urgent.
Yes, sir.
Why does Tommy have two verbs in this?
Tommy stands up straight and salutes.
Yes, sir.
Robert, you know better.
Side view of Tommy. The sheriff leans down, wags his finger in Tommy's face. Tommy still saluting, eyes wide.
You
Wait, is
best
that all
don't.
one panel?
Yes.
Yeah. You best don't call him half-breed unless you want your ears cut off.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
Nobody wants their ears cut off.
Nobody
That's
wants
not
their ears cut
racist
off.
at all.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I'm saying that nobody wants their ears cut off.
Yeah.
Page 8, panel 1, Deputy Dick Beaver. I love it.
Come on. He's not even like Dick standing. This is just confusing, Robert.
Dick Beaver.
Oh, I think we found the movie's title. Deputy Dick Beaver. That's what we're going
You know what? Lean into it.
Dick Beaver, and who was the woman's name? I'm trying to remember.
Honey
It's
Beaver.
Honey Beaver.
Honey Beaver.
Honey Beaver.
There we go. Okay.
Honey
Yeah.
Beaver, an imposing figure. Raised over his head, about to split a log. Dick stands in the sun,
Oh God.
naked to the waist. His muscled torso glistens from the sweat. A jagged red scar stretches from his right shoulder down to his heart. Panel 2. Behind Tommy's galloping horse, Tommy rides up at a full gallop, yelling. Dick stands at a distance, axe to his side.
Deputy Beaver, Deputy Beaver.
Panel 3. They stand by the well. Dick. Larry.
Who the hell are you? What are you so fired up about?
Sheriff Kingston has a job for you. Says it's urgent.
I like that Clingston's runs a jail. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Panel 4.
Kingston.
Dick pours a ladle of cold well water over his head, cooling down. Tommy watches.
All that
No,
sweat
Tommy
and
does watch. doesn't he?
everything. Sweat and
Oh,
all that.
let that water run down those
All that
abs.
and everything.
Mm,
Lean into it.
mm.
Oh God.
Tommy salutes. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Apparently we need
Don't
more
don't
homo
don't
erotic-
worry, Robert. There's a market for this kind of
Like I
comic.
said, you lean into it. You lean into it.
The Adventures of Dick Beaver. Yeah. Tommy
You
watches.
put him on a cover. Oh my! Yep.
Yep.
Panel 5. Tommy watches Dick put on a shirt.
Aw.
Deputy,
Oh.
Deputy. Is
Yeah.
it true what they say about a half-breed's manhood?
Oh yeah. Panel 6.
Dick shows his manhood to
Angry.
Tommy. What do you
Tommy's
think,
upper lip just
Tommy?
below his nose.
You tell me. What?
Tommy frightened covers his ears.
Oh,
Don't
God.
cover your ears, boy. You're gonna want to cover something else when I show you my manhood.
That is not the line.
And
Right here.
Should be. Don't you ever call me half-breed again, you hear?
Don't cut off my ears.
panel 7. POV from behind Dick in silhouette.
Oh yeah, we're going behind Dick and
I mean,
oh yeah, that's where we
How
want to
big
be.
is Dick's package in silhouette? That's what, as an artist, I want to know how big I'm drawing. Tommy rides off in a full gallop. Dick yells after him, shaking his fist. Go, Dick.
And it won't be your ears that get cut off.
Oh.
Boom. All right.
All
Page
right.
9, panel 1. Dick ties his horse to the hitch outside the sheriff's office. Sheriff at the door waves him to come in.
Come on in when you're ready.
I'm ready now.
Oh, I'm ready now. I'm coming now.
Good. Yeah. The prisoner has to be in Odessa on Thursday. $15 in gold. If you're, oh my God. If you want, sorry, I can't read.
Kiffin.
Yeah, if and you really want. Okay, sorry.
If you want.
If and you want.
There you go.
What I really need is I need it in sheep intestine.
Panel
Jesus
2,
Christ.
Dick premises annoyed. The
You know
sheriff
too much, John.
Yeah. All right.
What am I supposed to do? Drag him behind a rope?
First thing, it ain't a him.
Panel 3,
Double that order of sheep intestine.
sheriff wakes up at the front door.
Second thing, Tommy's bringing 2 fresh horses from livery. Think you can handle that?
Panel 4, close-up
I
sheriff.
thought his name was Clinkston.
Kingston.
Kingston, yeah. Whatever.
Robert.
I can handle them horses. I got 2 hands, big hands.
Yeah,
They can handle those horses.
Jesus Christ.
You got panel 4, close-up sheriff.
John, say the line at the way it's said.
Third thing, she's a wild one, Dick. you got herself a wicked mouth.
Page
Oh, I'll
10.
put that wicked mouth to use.
Jesus
Shut the
Christ.
fuck up.
Panel 1, honey, in her jail cell, holds out the bars, face pressed close. Her bright blue eyes contrast with her lush red hair hanging down past her shoulders, her torn blouse exposing much of her cleavage. She shakes and rattles the bars
Mm-hmm.
With her breasts?
with her breasts.
Sheriff! Sheriff! You let me out of here right now!
Panel 2, close-up key enters a jail door lock. Click. Panel 3, handcuffs placed on honey's wrist. Click. Panel 4, left side of panel, dick in profile.
Oh, yeah, we want that dick in profile.
Shot. He sees honey for the first time.
Oh, no.
Right side of panel, honey in profile, excited and smiling.
Oh, yeah!
All
All right,
right.
there we go. 10 pages.
Yeah. Go on.
All right. Well, we have like stuff happening that involves
Dicks.
boobs.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, as well as some dick. We had like Honey Beaver
And beavers.
and Dick Nottingham. I don't know.
Dick Beaver.
and Dick Beaver, Honey Beaver and Dick Beaver.
And
Who
Tommy's
are
Awakening. And yeah.
by Honey Beaver's love of crime.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I think the title of this story is Honey Beaver Faces Justice. Then the biggest work is casting Honey Beaver, and once that's done, I think everything else falls into place.
Honey Beaver and the long road to
All right, Dan, what do you think?
It's a great start to a porno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love the. Okay, I have to admit, I do love the double, triple entendres. Not subtle, but I love it all the same. So lean into that. So,
I mean,
because it's campy and it's fun.
Yeah.
It is because we're having a good laugh at it.
Yeah.
There is conflict in here. We have already seen that. You could certainly make it broad, a broad comedy so far.
sex comedy.
Or a sex comedy. Yeah, you can do that. I don't really have much of a problem so far. You have the characters established. They're not annoying so far.
Yeah.
And you already know where the conflict is. You already know what their relationship basically is in these first like panels. They just like looked at each other in the last page. So, recognizing each other's voice. So good on you.
Honey and Dick Beaver, they're going to get together and make a lot of noise. All right, Larry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what we signed up for.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can't really. It's a very good premise and story. There's lots of good conflict in the first 10 pages. We know exactly what's going to happen. He's taking her to Odessa, and shenanigans are going to happen along the way, probably with his pants. But yeah,
and what's in his pants?
Well, yeah,
and what's going to soon be not in his pants.
Yeah, what's going to be in her pants? There you go.
That dick or beaver. Want.
Yeah.
Did there need to be more eroticism when like the guy was watching Dick Beaver shower?
Always
Awakening. There you go. That's what the title is.
Yes, no, like Tom needs to be like, oh man.
Oh my god, yeah.
Tom needs to be questioning his sexuality at that moment.
Yes,
right, yeah.
exactly.
That's the reader's job, Preston. That's the reader's job.
If he was an older kid,
Okay,
sure.
make the kid a little older and very curious. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, how old is he supposed to be?
Robert.
Well,
The script.
Oh shit!
You guys are laughing at
it's innocence. This is prime innocence.
Yeah, got to make him like 19. You're like, oh, where have you been
That's
all my life?
Enzo, not this kid. That's for Enzo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Robert's comic writing has improved, although for some reason he continues to put too many verbs on panels.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But it is better than the last comic script of yours I read. So good job. It is successfully funny and doing what it's supposed to be doing. I like that you went back to a page one rewrite. I need to do that again. But I've been taking a different direction with my thing. And you get the core of the conflict into the first 10 pages very effectively. So good job.
Yo.
John Lamont.
If you were going for a porn comedy, then A+, you have succeeded. This is exactly the kind of thing that I would want to see late at night when I'm watching Skinemax After Dark.
You still watch TV, John.
How could it be made better,
I'm
John?
not entirely sure if what we were reading into it was what was intended. So if it was not, that all needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
And again, like I know Diane kept saying lean into it. She's absolutely right. If you're going for Skinemax porn comedy, lean into it. You can take that home. It'll also probably do really, really well on Kickstarter. You'll also lots of opportunities to do male and female covers. You could really, really reach out. Maybe you might want to do 2 female covers to every male cover, but just because I'm not sure how big the male comic cover audience is. But anyway, if that's what you want to do, lean into it. If it's not what you want to do, then this needs some serious work. Primarily, I think the name changes. Those character names are just way, way too much porn names. So
you think Dick Beaver is too suggestive?
Oh yes, Dick Beaver and Honey Beaver are way too suggestive. If you're not going for a porn comedy,
okay.
I still like Dick Standing. You should go with that. Yeah.
Danny.
Okay, so obviously the art direction is, it's improved at being only partly nightmarish for the illustrator. But I don't know why it seems very hard for you to put the art direction first and then put the lettering direction afterwards. So you should work on that. I appreciate that this is a parody of a porn parody film. And it's obviously like we know what it's parodying, and it's not a thing that actually exists yet. So that makes it difficult. So yeah, I think there's a degree to which like figuring out how raunchy this is going to get is really relevant, and I think needs to be made relevant really quickly. Because of course porn comics are super awkward in a way where you know, Skinemax style movies are not. So that is
And you haven't even read Harpy 6 yet.
I mean, Dan, you want to see? Have you ever seen a Skinemax movie? It's not very good.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, they're not very good.
Look, it tends to be an awkward viewing experience, even when you're watching it by yourself. You're like, oh shit.
Again, they're not very good, but they're differently awkward than comics trying to do sexy.
Okay.
Where you end up with different problems.
Yeah.
For example, the scene where what's his name washed himself should have been a splash page.
That's true.
If that's what you were actually going to go emphasize. Likewise, what's her name's tits should have been a splash page or a double page spread if that's what you're going to emphasize. And I don't think you're leaning into the bit enough. But you know, it's a weird genre, and your real estate, as it were, needs to take advantage of the format more.
Yeah.
All right, Larry. What do you think?
I would agree with that sentiment for sure. I don't really know, other than just fleshing out the panels a little bit more, because there's a little bit too much action in each one. I think you got a good direction going, so I would just sort of revise from what you got and see what happens next time.
I'm literally posting art from one of my comics in production right now in the comic artwork thread, in which the devil is a thirst trap.
I did it first, Danny. So.
I know. This is for a short that I'm producing.
I think it was fine. I really don't have any notes. Diane, you got any notes?
No, I can't think of anything else.
All right.
Preston's
Now let's take a look at George and Tricia.
Oh boy.
Of the original one?
No, of Danny's work.
Oh.
Yes, so I'm taking a different approach. I'm keeping it screenplay. I have not gone as... I've not leaned as hard into raw sex comedy as Robert has. But with that said, I'm leading into that direction increasingly strongly over the course of this passage. So that's something that's going on. I'm still a little bit more tied to the original, but as I revise, it becomes less so. As I was saying earlier, I suspect I'm going to have to do a rewrite for that pretty soon. So this is straight up page 11 through, and I just keep trying to put in more and more situations that meet the new brief. But my goal in this writing exercise is mostly to see how much is being salvageable from the original, and it's less than I keep thinking, which has been giving me trouble. So,
all right, and
go ahead. Yeah.
What is salvageable from the original?
Right now,
go for it.
All right, yeah, right now.
So obviously the setup is
okay, yeah,
right. And I actually really, really, really liked the head of the gang being her boyfriend.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the stuff I realized by the time I got to the end of this passage, I'm pretty sure was like, that's what I'm really leaning into. But it took me until here to like really get there. So it seems hilariously Robert and I continue to make very similar decisions about this story. But I'm definitely going for filmable, which requires fewer characters and fewer sets. And I feel like this works really well as an Odyssey type story. So that is my direction. Anyways, whatever.
Two people walking in a desert is very cheap to film.
Yeah,
I know. I'm keeping that as much as possible.
Yeah.
So they have just left town, is where we're picking up. As we recall from my version of the last 10 pages, we have the gang sort of also like across from the jailhouse, plotting to get her out. And then Trisha and George just ride out of town on their way to the trial. So they've just left town. And let's see.
Diane.
Robert is going to narrate, and Trisha and George will be played by Diane and Preston because it's funny.
All right, go ahead.
What's
Even
wrong?
actually, like Larry's here. Larry, you're here. If you want to narrate, go for it. Otherwise, we'll have Robert do it.
No, that's okay.
I'll do it.
It's getting warm in here, so.
Okay. What's wrong with a little lie now and again, especially if it makes somebody feel better?
It don't make nobody feel better in the long run.
She scowls at him.
Look at me, George Wilson.
He looks at her.
I want to tell you why I done what I done. And you're going to listen.
George turns back to the trail and rides on, then turns off the road near a large rock.
Wait, George, that ain't the road to Heritage. Where are you taking me now?
There's a watering hole just off the road here where we can take some respite.
Oh, yeah.
Interior Sagebrush Saloon, day. Earl sits at a table in the saloon, shuffling a deck of cards. Hezekiah picks up 2 glasses of whiskey from the bar and brings them over.
I guess Larry can be Earl, and John can be Hezekiah.
I like that name.
Where are we here?
Tell me again.
Oh, yeah. Tell me again, Hezekiah, why we ain't galloping after our Trisha and that lawman.
It's because Johnny told us to wait in the town to meet up with Carter.
Earl stops shuffling, deals poker hands for Hezekiah and himself. Hezekiah takes a peek at his cards as Earl speaks.
Do you ever get the feeling Johnny don't trust nobody but Carter?
Earl, you know that ain't true. He trusted Trisha.
And see where that got him? Want it. And now we's want it too.
Hezekiah.
Oh, that we are.
We should have never trusted her on that job. Johnny should have known better.
Maybe so, Earl, but we never could have finished that job without her.
We didn't finish that job with her, though, did we? We ain't got no take. Instead, we got a dead teller, trousers full of saddle sores, and some nice posters.
Nothing to be done about the movement of Providence, Earl. Once we rescue dear little Trisha, we can reclaim the money and move on somewhere where we have our freedom. Me, I hear there's gold up in California. Where are you intended to go?
Earl looks at his hand, drops a card, picks up a new one.
Me, I want to go south. There's still an open range, and the cattle is cheaper, and I could probably build myself a nice big house. God knows I can defend one.
Like you defended the saloon our mom worked at when she was back in Nebraska? Don't kid yourself, Earl. Leave the thinking to somebody more suited to it.
Exterior, watering hole, day. George and Trisha's horses drink at the watering hole. George rests with his back against a boulder. Trisha climbs a rocky ridge behind him, carefully maneuvering her skirts with her bound hands to avoid getting her clothing caught as she makes her escape. Trisha makes near the top of the ridge. She looks back, confirming George's boots are still visible near the watering hole below. Trisha smiles.
Never thought I'd do this a second time in my life, George, but here we is.
Trisha turns around, finishes her ascent. At the top of the ridge, she surveys the empty landscape, then searches the rocks for a path down. Suddenly, George appears behind Trisha, barefoot. In a smooth motion, he pulls her back from the ridge and places her across her shoulders in a fireman's carry.
He sure does.
Her shoulders?
Yes,
A mistake.
That's what I wrote.
that's what he wrote.
Look, I'll admit it. I make mistakes all the time.
Oh,
Patricia Wilson, you done run away from me again.
Trisha struggles against George, but he's too strong for her.
put me down, you beast. What makes you think I'm gonna affect no escape when you're leading me to my doom? Why do you even. Why, if you ever loved me, you do your utmost to allow me my freedom, not spend all your time faking sleep to trick me into trying to escape when you ain't awares. It ain't fair, George.
Wasn't fair when you ran out on me, was it? I lost my wife that day.
Well, I'm back now, ain't I? You got me all tied up and without no intention to let me go.
Reaching the water hole, George puts Trisha down.
This ain't how it is at all. You and I both know that even as Patricia Wilson traverses the Texas desert with her husband George, who never
Husband.
had a heart. What?
Husband.
Husband George, who never had hard enough to divorce her, when have her declared missing when she left him. You and she ain't the same woman. George Wilson never married no bank robber or no murderer. So don't go on about how you're my wife. That woman's long gone to me, and you ain't her, even if you share a face.
George turns away from Trisha and saddles the horses. Trisha lifts herself out of the dust, doing her utmost to hide her tears as he works.
What's happened to you, George? You you were such a good farmhand back then.
George looks at her, disgusted.
You did, Pat. I was doing fine when I had everything to hope for, and I knew my place on Mr. Fitzpatrick's farm. Then you left. I got lost in the bottle from the loneliness. When I finally went to Hazen City to report you missing to the sheriff, I couldn't bring myself to do it. But I did ask about working as a deputy.
George takes his cup to the water, fills it, brings it to Trisha.
Sheriff Jones must have saw something in me that indicated I was suitable, because he soon found me work guarding a wagon train bound for Santa Fe with a letter of recommendation. Then, finding the climate agreeable, I made my way south. Sheriff Davis brought me on, and here we is.
Trisha finishes her water, hands the cup back to George, looks him dead in the eyes.
I still got a lot to say about this so-called crime I'm unjustly accused of.
Not sure I believe you no matter what you say, considering the situation.
George stares back at Trisha, stone-faced. Just as George feels himself about to soften, he turns, returns to the horses, and puts his cup away.
We'll be on our way as soon as the horses are ready. Might want to wash your face before we get back on the road.
Trisha pouts. She stomps over to the water, kneels, and washes her face as best she can with her arms manacled. Standing up, Trisha watches jealously as George finishes brushing his horse with care. She repositions her hat on her head.
So you ready to go?
Yep.
Trisha walks over to her horse, but stops as she reaches it. She pets it.
Ain't you gonna help me up?
George makes as if he to say something, then stops himself. He exhales slowly.
Yes, ma'am.
George helps Trisha mount the horse. Then he affixes her manacles to the horn once again.
Much obliged.
George looks at Trisha for a moment. He shakes his head to clear the cobwebs and spurs his horse back toward the main road. Exterior, Texas, countryside, day. George and Trisha ride through the open country, once again making their way towards Heritage.
Oh, yeah.
George and Trisha ride together through the country, passing a pair of cows with mismatched brands grazing on the open range, overseen by a cowboy. George nods to the cowboy, Johnny, early 30s. The cowboy nods back, then circles his horse around the cows, one hand on the shotgun holstered in the saddle until he sees George's badge. Johnny approaches the pair.
right. Larry, you want to be Johnny?
Yeah, sure. If y'all don't mind me asking, Deputy, what is a nice girl like that doing traveling in such a rough company?
She's on her way to Heritage, sir. Got a trial coming up.
A
Johnny
trial.
raises.
Oh,
Oh,
That's the
no,
line.
wait. Johnny raises his eyebrows, then winks at the two of them.
a trial? What did she do?
Robbery and murder. Don't let her good looks and pleasant demeanor fool you. This one's got a vicious heart. Allegedly.
Johnny leers at Trisha.
Allegedly,
Hmm.
he was married to her. If anybody knows about
I
a vicious
know. He
heart,
just
Alright.
it'd be him.
He just ain't
Like, come
Yeah.
on.
A vicious heart, is that right?
Trisha lowers her head under the weight of Johnny's gaze.
If that's what the lawman says.
Johnny leans forward in his saddle to get a closer look at Trisha. He smacks his lips.
That's a mighty shame, that is. I don't suppose there's a chance a few coins might compel you to look away for a few moments while a man engages in some recreation.
George stares Johnny dead in the eyes. He rests his right hand on his pistol. Johnny stares back at George, unconcerned. With his left hand, George reaches into his pocket and pulls out a quarter, which he reveals to Johnny.
As soon as those cows make it to the butcher's in Sweetgrass, you'll want to visit Miss O'Malley's tavern. This here coin will surely help you on your way to scratching that itch without impinging on the body of my prisoner.
George flips it underhanded towards Johnny, who catches it without ever taking his eyes off Trisha.
Obliged, though, deputy.
Johnny rests his eyes from Trisha's trembling body and gives George a predatory smile that lingers a few moments too long. George adjusts the placement of his right hand on his pistol.
Just being neighborly.
George doesn't take his eyes off of Johnny as he waits for him to make the first move. Johnny tips his hat towards George, then spurs his horse back towards his cows.
Johnny.
Oh, you two lovebirds travel safe now, you hear?
George tugs on the rope attached to the bridle of Trisha's horse. It walks on ahead.
Trish.
George,
George impels his horse to follow, riding tensely, hand held by his weapon. A sudden whistle from Johnny startles both George and Trisha.
Bossy, Nellie, put your lunch down and get yourselves on the road to Sweetgrass. You walk on quick enough and you'll be right on time to make Betty Branson's table tonight, and I'll be a happy cowboy indeed.
The cows walk towards Sweetgrass. George keeps riding behind Trisha, tensely listening to the hoofbeats as the animals walk on the other direction.
Keep riding silent. Head down till I tell you otherwise.
Eventually, the sound of the hooves recedes. George visibly relaxes his shoulders, then exhales slowly. Trisha looks towards George. He nods to her.
a vicious heart? Really, George?
George smiles disarmingly, raising his hands in mock surrender.
I said allegedly. Tain't my place to judge.
Trisha smiles. She has George where she wants him.
All things considered, I didn't think that you cared so much to protect my honor, and from the callous hands of a rancher, no less. Why, George, a woman who thought back on how you tried to protect me just now and put her mind to what might very well become a conclusion that you care about my well-being after all.
For just a moment, George looks away. He doesn't want to lie.
I knew it. I knew it. George Wilson ain't never been the kind of man who would have been so hard-hearted as to sell his wife to no stranger, no matter what she's been accused of doing.
Trisha knows George is looking, and she wants him to look closer. As if spontaneously becoming concerned about her appearance, Trisha brushes the dust from her coat and skirts. taking special care with her breasts. It worked. George stops himself, sorry, from staring and returns his gaze to the road ahead.
Look, Patty, you got to understand this situation. You might think it's all fun and games, try and tempt me away from my path. That's your prerogative, but I got a job to do, and I will protect you until it's done.
Ha! George Wilson cares about his wife after all. I should tell a newsman.
George starts to smile before he forgets himself. Tricia notices. She decides to press her advantage.
You know, George, I got a lot to say about this so-called crime I'm unjustly accused of, and I want to tell you why I done what I done.
George narrows his eyes.
Well, I appreciate your right to give a statement in your own defense. I don't see how it'd help you to tell it to me.
Really, George? Oh, and what if I ain't found guilty after all, huh? What if I don't have to watch me?
What if you don't have?
What if you don't have to watch me swing from no hemp necklace and get the chance to secure me to your bed for an evening? What then? Would you want to know wouldn't you want to know I'm innocent?
George snorts.
Good thing in God's creation never kept you from lying. It was on too thick, Patty. Whether it was sucking up to your boss or the ladies in church, any fool who listened to you too long would soon find themselves thinking they deserve to walk the streets of heaven arm in arm with the Holy Ghost. Why don't you give it a rest? Try a little honesty for change.
Tricia blanches. That one hit home.
You got a problem that I lie to you sometimes. There ain't no woman alive what never lied, whether it's praising her husband's cooking or praising his performance in bed.
I was plenty good.
Shut up.
Uh-oh, we've traipsed into reality. Help.
Good
So
lord.
praising his performance in bed. There ain't nothing wrong with a little lie now and again, especially if it makes someone feel better.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, Danny, I think that was a pretty good job. We have George and Tricia. We have Boobs. I think John needs to really take a victory lap and realize how far John Lamont's scripts have come in the last 10 years, certainly. So, John, as like the pioneer of this genre, I want you to start first. What do you like?
John is hardly the pioneer of this genre.
He's the pioneer.
I thought he invented breasts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to channel Bodice Ripper here. Whatever. Okay, it's not my time.
No, it was very the character dynamics between the two are good. They're well written, well thought out. I think this could make for a compelling character drama, which I know is what you're going for. And like I said, like if you've got the right actors, I think they could really pull something like this off, and which is what you're going to need to have, because we're going to be spending at least an hour. I mean, you're going to break it up, but like I'm sure that if we added it all up, we're talking at least an hour of just these two characters walking and talking in the middle of a desert, and that's no easy feat. So, but I think the bones are here. I think this is a good story. I think this is a good. It's good for what we're setting up. So yeah, I'm a fan.
Robert.
The characters are far less one-dimensional than the original script, which is, I know what you're riffing off of. I think you need to abandon more of the original script. And,
Every time I go back to it, I think that too.
Yeah, and so that you've done that is probably a huge step. And I think that the characters are beginning to evolve more realistically because of that. And mainly George and Tricia. The others haven't been there long enough. So that's good. That's all good stuff.
Larry Holder.
Yo, well, I don't really. I missed the first part, but
So
anyway,
this is basically
this
is the riffing off of the same thing that Robert's script was riffing off of.
Okay.
It's the same setup.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, the banter's good. I like banter, so more banter is yeah. Just keep going. I think it's well laid out as it is. Yeah.
Diane, what do you think?
I think it's fine. It's cute.
Yeah.
They certainly have a lot of personality.
Yeah.
They do kind of repeat lines. I
Okay.
would probably edit that down a bit, but other than that, I mean, it's fine. So I just like I want to know what to because she keeps saying like she wants to confess what she did. And,
I don't. She said she wants to confess. She wants to explain.
to explain what did
She
I
wants
do.
to lie.
It's a lie. Yeah.
To use her words until he's convinced.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
and she's gonna keep doing that, but she keeps using the same line. I would say change it up a little bit, like how she says it, but still, basically say the same thing. I want you to know why I did, why I was do what I, why I did what I did. Like, there's got to be another way to say that. So, where it sounds same thing, just different arrangement. So,
Mm.
because it sounds like she said it like 3 times.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I thought you did a pretty good job, Danny. I don't know that I have any constructives.
yeah, I don't really
I
have,
thought it was pretty good.
I don't have really any constructives
Outside of you felt it was repetitive.
other than one line seemed repetitive. So beyond that, I say keep going and surprise us because I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Larry Holder.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have any constructives. I don't think either. I think Danny's got it locked down. He's a competent screenwriter. So, yeah.
Thanks.
Robert.
I'm taking it.
Constructives.
Yes.
Okay. You know how I feel about dialogue. I think they talk too much.
Okay.
And I would just to give it a think, cut about 20% out of the big blocks of dialogue.
Let's talk more
because of the repetitive.
Yeah.
To Diane's point, and I think that a way to go with that is that while he's willing to listen to her at this stage, because he hasn't seen her in a long time, like what the fuck's going on, how have you been, all that kind of crap. He's willing to listen, and so you have a chance to build it to where she really kind of, while she engages him, and I got a point to make on that, she also is putting him off because now he's realizing. Pretty much he's seen this act before. This is not new to him, even though he makes that claim that it's not the woman that he knew. This is a completely different woman. She's trying to bend it back the other way. So at some point, the more that bends, it's going to snap back and come against her, and that's going to be interesting if you can build it that way. There's one line you have in there where you say that Trisha now has him where she wants him. That's a head thought, and I'm not sure how you can. There's no thought bubbles in movies, so I'm just wondering how you're going to convey that through dialogue. That's a directorial note, not a action note. So other than that, you've definitely improved it over the original, and I think the original had the bones, and I think that's what both of us are working off of, the dynamic between two exes with a fatal intent demanded upon them, and what the fuck are they going to do about that?
John Lamont. Take it away, John.
Well, I mean, I disagree with Robert. I mean, talking is how you're going to fill time. So, if in a film that's mostly about two people walking in a desert for an hour, you're going to need talking. So I disagree on that comment. The question, the trick is going to be making it interesting, and that's where I think the actors and the director are going to have to take the ball and run with it. Constructives. Needs more tits. Needs more porn comedy. Definitely.
Of course.
You know, because it's really, really hard to keep a heart on when just so much boring drama stuff happens.
I know too much about you, John, right now. I know too much. And your difficulties.
Why do you think all of his scripts have so many bad spelling issues? He's typing with one hand.
One-handed typing.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Diane just
Whoa.
I mean, Danny's only says it every time I bring a script.
Oh shit.
All right, so yeah, characters are all right. We're doing constructives. So I don't know. The Johnny scene was a little confused. Because I'm guessing this Johnny cowboy is the same bad guy, so he's I kind of like
mismatched cows.
Yeah, he very much stole those cows.
He stole the cows.
Yeah, they're mismatched brands.
So like I would have liked maybe. So is that the first time we meet Johnny in this? Do we know who Johnny is? Okay. So are we supposed to know he's the bad guy at this point?
You see his wanted poster like in the next scene in town.
So here's
but he
the
gets
thing.
mentioned a couple times beforehand by name.
Well, I know by name. I know by name. So here's my thought. Like I'm thinking we could potentially, because I know you were doing some drama in that. Like was he going to draw on her? Were they going to draw on each other? It almost sounded like he was trying to buy her for a night or something, which I'm guessing is like so that they could run away, not actually like. I think what might actually be might help to. I mean, if you're already planning to put a couple dozen cows in the budget, I think a dead extra might actually help really raise the stakes of that scene if we see like Johnny ditching the body of the actual cowboy, maybe like throwing his body in a ditch and stealing like his cowboy hat, and then we know, oh, this guy's bad news, and then they roll up, and then we're kind of like, we don't know exactly who he is, but we know he's bad. And then I think that'll help raise some of that dramatic tension in that scene.
Should we kill him, Wyatt? Well, now that you've revealed my name.
We want, again, once upon a time.
Yeah, you might as well have him like kick a puppy or something.
Yeah, shoot a 5-year-old. Bang, done.
Kittens on spikes.
That's a nice lady you have there. Can I buy her? Is like pretty bad.
It's pretty direct. Yeah.
Well, okay, say that, but she's going to trial for murder and bank robbery. I mean, she's going to be dead in a few days. What's really it matter to her? I don't know. It's
you could just say that. Yeah, you could say that because like she's under my protection.
Yeah.
Well, right. Like that's why I'm saying like you can kind of drive up that drama, I think.
Yeah.
I think that could really, really help, especially since we're introducing our real big bad in that scene. Because again, the drama is going to be what's going to drive this story.
I do actually support what John says, because what you wrote is already gross. So, he was already gross. Like I already didn't like him already because what he already wrote. Now,
but Johnny, in this case, isn't it subterfuge? Like Johnny's actually trying to rescue her, right?
Yeah,
yes. Right. We know that as the audience.
Well, we don't know that yet.
We don't know
Johnny. It's the first time we meet Johnny.
Yeah.
We don't know he's a criminal except for the mismatched cows.
Yeah.
And mismatched
trying to buy a human being,
which
they're trying to buy
which, by the way, if it's not a crime, it should be.
But I know that like
Yeah.
that's the guy she apparently ran off with.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like ew. I remember like as we were saying this, I was just like in the background, I went ew, ew.
And I think maybe she should have some subtle like smirks, like she knows who he is, so she knows what's really at play.
Better she could just like
then she would distract him, distract George, and let Johnny shoot George. I mean, if she's that done with George, it's a delicate situation, but Johnny has to be careful because he still doesn't have the gold. I'm assuming, Danny, that's still the issue.
Yeah, they're still after the gold.
Right. So Johnny can't do anything rash. He's kind of, metaphorically handcuffed.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about just raising the stakes. That's why I'm saying. That's why I think if Johnny is introduced, ditching the body, stealing the cowboy hat, and then doing all of that, he can still do the other thing. And I think when he tries to buy her, then we kind of recognize, like the good guy. Crap, I'm blanking on his name now. He can be disgusted by the idea of him trying to buy her,
by his wife. Yeah,
but she should recognize this is a potential rescue. But again, we will recognize, if we know he's a bad guy, he doesn't come off as a creep who's trying to buy a prostitute. He comes off as, he's one of the bad guys in this crew. Is he Johnny? Like, these are the thoughts that go into the audience's head, and I think that'll bring in more engagement, and I think it'll drive the stakes up, especially if you lean into that potential duel that they might be going into, because I kind of got that out of it too.
Well, what I hear you saying is that there's a lot of tension going on, but he needs to pick one and lean into that tension, whichever tension he chooses.
I think you could do all of it. I think us not knowing that this guy is Johnny when he steps onto the scene, I think is what we need to know. I think we need to know more about. We need to know he is one of the gang the second he walks on, not that he's just some random creepazoid. He can still do the random creepazoid, I'm going to buy this girl line.
But that's a ploy. It's obviously a ploy.
Obviously to us, because we read the script and saw his name was Johnny. If Correct. We're watching this as a movie, we don't know this is Johnny. So we need to know that it is him, and that's why I'm suggesting if we see him, doesn't even have to murder. If you see him with the dead cowboy before they roll up, then he's with the cows, then they roll up, then the scene plays. The audience is going to already be connecting him to the gang. And then when he goes to buy them, the audience will recognize this as a ploy to rescue her. And then when they go to draw, then we're like, is this going to happen? Are they going to do it? And then Johnny calculates, no, she obviously doesn't have the gold. No, what if I get, what if he's faster than I am, on the draw? If he's on horseback and I don't know if he was on horseback or not. I don't know if they were both on horseback. But, if he's on horseback and I'm not, then he's at a height advantage, so I'm not going to do it right now. And then they leave, and then he can kind of, look at them and watch them as they go, and we get, a evil eye or something like that. I think is the kind of thing that would help enhance that scene. That's what I'm saying. So
that's really helpful.
That was the main conflict besides the two characters banter, which I thought was fine. But that was the main thing that I think my main constructive for this.
Okay. I thought I already gave my notes, so I thought it was pretty good. I like it. Good job, Danny.
Ooh. I'm going to continue to lean into, a different kind of exploitative sex thing, but still going for that.
There's different ways to do it. I mean,
yeah, and like this is not generally my vibe. So I mean, I think I've got a good idea of like where I'm happy doing this in a very dramatic way. Even though Robert's stuff is hilarious, I feel like maybe I should go more that way. Certainly, it's going to end up in that direction at some point. But yeah, no, I'm really weirdly intrigued by like, okay, so what's the criminal boyfriend going to do to get her back? So I think that's a lot of my focus right now.
That's all fine. I am of the opinion is you're going to go the way Robert's going, then you got to lean into the comedy and the sex jokes
and the camp,
and the campiness, yeah, because that's, to me, that's where it works. Like,
well, maybe I'll leave it as a drama then. I'll figure it out. But like, this is
and you can do a couple, you know, sexy, funny scenes mixed into it. There's nothing that says you can't do that. You know, just don't name them Dick Beaver, and people won't be cracking sex jokes half, you know, while we're doing a script read. I mean, like,
you know, like
you set the joke up, people are gonna
are like that was funny.
I mean,
yeah, but you know,
it just shows how you can tell a story different ways.
This is one of the reasons why I really like this exercise is the dueling script revisions.
Like, well, if I'd done it as a movie script, I would not have gone the route. The comic book just kind of allows that.
Well,
permission.
yeah, because you don't have to worry about like
who the
making an actress feel uncomfortable.
Right. And
like,
and I would have gone the dramatic route. And I agree with Danny in that regard, that if it's a movie script, and the one thing that and this is like 4 layers down in the original script is that there was definitely a dramatic feel to it and a somber tone that you guys should listen to the song that I didn't post it, I guess, whatever. I wrote the song about it. You know, it's a very somber tone. It reminded me of a High Noon and part of Once Upon a Time in the West, and those really, and 310 to Yuma, the original one. They're very somber tales of the situations that these loners and very independent people were put in, and that's what The Good Lawman did. That was what the original script had. That was its strength. It was just not well done. You know, going the dramatic route, you would, I think, need to stay with that dramatic range of it. I just wanted to play with it in the direction. So
100%. I'm really leaning on the theme of like, okay, well, you're in this situation and you're supposed to be a good lawman. What does that actually mean? And how are you going to deal with this relationship at the same time? So
that is the dynamic. That's it. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
2 dynamics.
And it's a great theme.
Yeah.
Of like identity in terms of relationship. Like, I like that. And that's something that some of my other work really leans on. So I'm pretty close to figuring it out, like where I am with it, which is great. And then a lot of the rest of this is throwing out the entire rest of the story and writing something interesting instead.
There you go.
Well, there's not much left in it to really salvage. The ending scene, and Preston knows how I feel about the ending scene. It's just horrible. And it conflicts with the character setup. And there's too much time spent with the other sheriff who gets shot. You know, so those are the 2 big dramatic moments in the whole rest of the script. So, you know, I think that would be a wise choice on your part.
Yeah, and I've got some really fun ideas about actually getting that main couple like forced into increasingly close situations, hopefully fulfilling Preston's brief as well.
Awesome. Look forward to it. Cool. Next week I may even have some pages. But good job, everybody. Thanks for coming on, Larry. You know what? Next week we're gonna push for Moby. Hopefully he'll have some some Guinevere stuff.
Yeah, maybe we can read my script next week too. Yeah.
That means you might have to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so burdensome, Larry. What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be happy to have Larry back more often.
I would too. And next time Larry posts a script, and I'll certainly read it.
It's there.
Is it? I'm looking.
Yeah. I posted it last week.
There it is. All right,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it next week. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
Lead with it next week.
Yeah.
Yes. Larry definitely deserves that.
All
I'll
right.
try to be back then. Yeah.
Oh, what? It didn't kill you? Come on.
Oh no, it's not that. Never mind.
All right. Cool. Take care, everybody.
All right.
Yep, good night, everybody.
Have a good evening.
And Larry, congratulations and my condolences.
All right. Take care and good night.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Bye.
Night, everybody.